Talk nerdy to me. Talk nerdy to me.
Yes. Actually, this is my 10th Animazement.
Also, I want to give an announcement. Good friend of mine here, stand up. Please stand up. This is his first Animazement, and this is also my early birthday present to him, so please give him a warm welcome.
Are there any other fans in the audience? This is their first Animazement, your first time coming out, your first convention? Wow! Yeah. All of you, and you.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Brad.
But yes, this panel was originally a project conceived by Bishie over here, and it's grown.
We actually started this 3 Animazements ago. This will be the 3rd time this has been a panel, and we were during what I like to call the hangover hour, 9:30 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and we still had a full panel room, so I knew we were doing something right.
Like the room kind of looked like this. I remember that.
Actually, this is the fullest we've ever had. So if you're over at the door, please come in a bit more so people are able to come in.
Anyone with hands raised, they have a free seat next to them, so if you would like to fill in, please do. If you have any questions at all, or comments, or anything like that during the panel, please.
If it gets crowded back there and there's no seating room, you can probably try and get a corner over here on the floor.
Yeah, we do actually have some pretty good space.
There is a decent amount of floor space.
And I won't step on you.
The only thing we throw is candy.
No, we're out of candy.
There's plenty. Don't ask. But, yes.
Let it go.
I am
It's his sexy pajamas.
Floor space?
Floor space, right over there.
Floor space, come on. Cool.
I am guest host Josh, also known as Saizo.
My name is Jolly Yellow. You can probably see me giving comments to some of the older OI episodes. Again, my name is Jolly Yellow. He's the old man.
Be careful, don't you? Okay, so
Watch
grab it
it.
And I'm Bishie. I want to go ahead and say thank you for coming out. Hopefully we have some anime that you haven't heard of, haven't seen, or for the ones that have seen it, it's a nice nostalgia trip and that you enjoy it. So we'll go ahead and, go ahead.
Yeah, also, for those of you who just came in, please don't block the door so that way people are still able to come in. If you need to find sitting room, there's floor space, there's empty seats if you can find them, make friends. Do not block the door in case of emergency so that way the staff doesn't yell at us. We love you all.
If you have any questions or comments during, please get the attention of one of us or Coffee and Sarcasm.
Yes, I am Coffee and Sarcasm. If you have any questions or anything you want to add, just raise your hand like that gentleman right there, and I'll be back to you in just a moment.
And I believe we are just about ready to get started.
Holy crap, this is a lot of people.
It looks like story time down here. I like this.
Okay, once upon a time there was a panel that covered a bunch of anime that was old and forgotten, and even those who don't remember. And this is that panel. Let's begin.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the first one on this list. If you know what it is, go ahead and give out a cheer.
Alright, who's first?
Anybody say
Oh!
Oh yeah. I love this show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Get Backers. Alright, Get Backers was written by Yuya Aoki and illustrated by Rando Ayamine.
Mouthfuls.
Mouthfuls all around. Manga ran from 1999 to 2007.
And it's a huge portion of the story to begin with in the first few episodes. And they eventually try to figure out, okay, there is some sort of link between us. They actually go, do the whole, they embarked on a journey, that whole thing, to seek answers about their past They find the link between the two of them and form an alliance. They perform assassinations under the code name of Noir, and this whole time when they're doing this, they also have traps for them set by another organization. But they seem to always outsmart and outwit and just be a thorn in their side, and it's a great series, and I love the opening. It is beautiful. It has beautiful music.
If I'm not mistaken, the opening's by Ali Project?
Yes.
Ooh, I was right. Ooh.
Bonus points to Rizzo.
Alright, next up.
That would be me.
No, next up is Maverick.
Because the box opening was garbage. I'm sorry. It was technically garbage. Alright, Shaman King. A lot of Shaman King revolves around Asakura, a shaman, a medium between the worlds of living and the dead. Y'all see between the Shaman King, the one who's able to contact the Great Spirit, and will gain the ability to reshape the world however way he wishes. Now, the purpose of this, he has to win a shaman fight, which is held every 500 years. And during this, his fiance, Anna, who is a dragon lady in disguise, I don't care what she is. She and this thing is pretty important. Brutal training regimen. And thus he begins to plot Yo and Bruce with there. Ryu, Kaorin, Goro, South, Lyser, and Yoko on to fight his pretty much his brother, his twin brother, who is Satan incarnate.
So we took like a soap opera twist here?
Yes. Now, here's the fun part. They only had 64 episodes. And the anime had a completely different ending than the manga. Now,
You'll notice that to be a theme in a lot of these.
Yeah. Now, the manga ending, it ended with pretty much everyone there just forfeiting and letting Yo's brother win. After he becomes the Shaman King, they pretty much cheat and jump him, and they all get murdered. The only reason why they
curb stomp style.
The only reason why they come back is because his brother was like, "I'm bored now." Snap his fingers, everyone's back alive. So yeah. Yes, that's cute stuff right there.
Yep.
Childhood, children's shows.
Next up.
Who's next?
Oh, in the tradition of corporate greed, corporations now in the 21st century have come to the point where they will send mining vessels so far into space that the crews are actually cryogenically frozen for a 20-year trip in one direction. This is the world of Lily Cat. On one such voyage, this follows the ship, the Saldes, in which the crew goes out, they do their 20-year cryo sleep, but when they wake up, a couple of things are out of place. First of all, there's an organic virus that has made its way onto the ship, and it's just, it's killing crew members, and it's taking on the forms of those crew members, so...
That sounds like a body controlling virus. That sounds like a body controlling virus.
Actually, yes, a lot of this is kind of like, similar to the thing, so it's nothing terribly original, but how often do you see space horror in anime?
True, but every part of that ship do not want.
Oh, there's more going on. Because along with it, there's also a computer virus that's just, every once in a while just destroying parts of the ship. Just trying to kill everybody.
HAL 9000.
I was going to go with HAL.
Oh, yeah.
HAL 9000.
Yeah, that's a lot of 9,000. Yeah, a lot of that. And one more thing, when they do that, when the crew comes out of the cryo sleep, they got a message about a month after they went in saying that 2 of the 11 people on the ship were imposters. But the rest of the message was deleted. It was actually one of those cheesy little, the message is, oh, we found out that 2 of the people in your crew are imposters, and he actually says, I will show you their faces later on in the message, but the rest of the message is deleted. Dun dun dun! Exactly.
For those who are at the door, please come in so you can
essentially the rest of the film is just the computer virus trying to kill everyone and destroy the ship. And actually largely succeeds.
Actually a really, really good series.
I actually had a
It's
thought.
actually not a series, this is just a single on 90-minute OVA.
I had a thought that really just kind of scared me with the whole computer virus and computer thing.
What?
That was just like a GLaDOS 9000. I'm sorry, Shell, I can't let you do that.
Yeah, kinda is.
Why would you go there?
Because I'm sick that way.
Because he's Bishie, that's why. It's
Curse you.
But yes, again,
I'm going to inspect
this
my
is Willie
computer at
Cat.
home to make sure it's not going to try to kill me.
Love you.
But yes, this is the 1987 not quite classic Lily Cat. I understand that this was actually played in the viewing room this weekend. Yeah, I did not know this until last night when I had already planned all this act.
I find it funny. Like, last year, there were so many things being played in the video rooms that we covered the year before. Now I'm seeing things that we covered last year and things that we were going to cover this year. AZ is somehow getting a hold of our lists.
We did not look at the schedules in advance. No, we sat there and went, okay, what sounds good?
It's because GLaDOS got into your computer. It's a test.
And I just kind of think it's a good thing because now it's taking older titles that most of the Ace fans don't know about. I mean, how many people knew about this without it being played, or before they came to Con this weekend? How many people knew about Lily Cat? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 hands.
We're doing our job.
Oh, and a 7 right here. So now, how many people know about Lily Cat now that they've come to Animazement? Thank you.
Everyone raised their hand.
Okay, next up.
Didn't raise their hand. Lady over there.
Yes.
Thank you. This series is Lupin the Third. The series follows the exploits of Lupin and his gang of fellow thieves that include his best friend Daisuke Jigen, a comic-book man with a sharp wit and a deadly aim with his 44 Magnum 6 shooter. They can actively shoot a target in 0.3 seconds. A femme fatale whom Lupin loves, but is constantly betrayed by Fujimine, and the samurai whose skills with a sword are second to none, going on Ishikawa the 13th. But the gang is reluctantly pursued by Inspector Koichi Zenigata of the ICPO and won't stop until he finally catches and arrests them. Which is not very likely considering how many times Lupin and the gang slip out of his grasp. Which is a lot! Lupin has a habit of announcing what he wants to steal before he commits the crime. It's his calling card. How many good thieves do that and succeed? Lupin does. This series actually started back in the 1960s and still continues on today. Started as a manga series written and illustrated by Monkey Punch. Yes, that's the right name. Yeah. It's the of Master Thief Arsène Lupin III, the Gentleman Thief of Maurice Leblanc's series of novels. So the series was inspired by a novel. First appeared in weekly manga in August of 1967 and continued to 69. And you want to know why we're talking about this? Because it has numerous manga, 4 anime series, 5 animated films, 2 live action films, which were like in the 70s and they weren't that great. Sorry, it was the 70s.
It was the 70s.
It was the 70s. 3 OVAs and yearly television specials, which one of them includes also crossover with Case Closed.
Yes.
But if you want to know why we are talking about it this year, he's back! The live action Lupin the Third that is scheduled to come out, I think, in August.
I guess I'll have to get Macy real quick because I'm not believing how they're going to get a real Volkswagen Bug to do the things in the live action that have been done in the anime. That bug was no joke. It is mainly in Castle of Cagliostro where it literally went up the side of a cliff. Oh, yeah. Come on.
I seen any of the Fast movies, you've seen a Charger outrun a tank.
Before this, who knew of Lupin the Third? I love you guys. Now that you have seen this, and now that the live action trailer, how many of you are excited for the new movie? Woo! Yeah, he is.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I still have to laugh when I check the best keys and I got it going.
Taking out the police car.
Please raise hands so we can see.
Also, do not lock the door. Please come in. If you need to find space to sit down, we have floor space. We will accommodate you. If there are empty seats, please make friends and sit down next to them.
Out of the four, which one is your favorite? Green, red, pink, or white?
For Lupin?
Yes.
Honestly, I really love his red jacket version. I really did. The Castle Got Extra was amazing. I could never deny Lupin. If Lupin showed in my house and was like, hey, look, I am coming to steal this very valuable thing you own, I'm going to sit here and go,
you know you're you.
Lupin.
You know you're you, just, okay.
I'd say, can I come to
Wrap it up, put a bow on it.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I'd make them put out. Unless it was butter.
Yeah, at the very least, geez, or at least as a Luger.
Wow. Alright, so next up.
Can we still need to? Sure.
Real about high school. It's set in Damon High, where disagreements between students are settled in a martial art fight between the students who have the disagreement. These students are known as K-fighters, and giving the literal meaning street fighter, or street fight, my bad. The anime and the manga also greatly differ.
But beautiful art style.
Beautiful art style, but anime and manga completely different. A completely different story. In the anime, Ryoko, who is the main character, samurai girl, is her title, finds an odd pendant that transports her to another dimension where she is forced to fight monsters.
Some of which being giant crabs.
Yeah.
Originally published in 1997, running until 2010, written by Sora Inoue. Anime series made in 2001, running for 13 episodes, which is why the manga and the anime differ so greatly.
Yeah. I mean, what's the point? Why do people feel magic and dragons and all this stuff in there randomly when there was nothing like that in the original source material? That doesn't always make it better.
I think they play a game of darts, and all around the room they paste like ideas and concepts, and then they blindfold.
Oh, you mean like Ron Moore?
Spin them around and tell them to throw.
It's kind of like the argument of, does a fan service make a series better?
In this case?
Depends. It's all good. It's for samurai though.
Question in the back.
I just wanted to also mention,
Don't worry, sir. Microphone's coming back there too.
I just couldn't let the series go without bringing up that for the English release for the DVDs, they set up the menus like the instruction booklet of a fighting game.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Bars
Like
up there.
command,
Yeah.
even had command lists for your options. It was one of the most awesome things ever.
I will admit that was really cool. Alright, next up will be...
Oh, because we're in the subject of martial arts. Ah.
Yes.
This video is actually one of my favorite series called The Goku Set. The manga series is by Ikuze Morimoto. The story follows Kumiko Yamaguchi, the granddaughter of a Yakuza boss, and teacher at an all-male private school that is full of delinquents. While Kumiko is passionate about being a teacher, she must work hard to keep the title of Ojo a secret from everyone at the school, even her students at the risk of losing her dreams. This series is a strong dramatic series that shows just how powerful the dream of being a teacher can be. This series has its serious moments as well as many moments of ridiculous comic relief. And if you're wondering, well, are there any pretty boy characters in the series? No, most of her students are friggin' butt ugly. I mean, look at that hair. Okay, that was the style back in 1986. Okay, that little fro thing that dude had. Yeah, that dude at the right. See him? Yep.
Looks like Mickey Mouse kind of.
Don't forget about the dog. The dog can always walk around on his hind legs and wear an Adidas jacket.
That dog is straight gangster.
They're hipsters. They were into Botox before it was cool.
Manga ran from August 2000 to February 2007 and around 15 volumes. But it has actually had TV drama adaptations like at least 2 or 3 times, which were really good. And some of the live action titles involve Goku-sen 2, Goku-sen 3, and live action films Goku-sen 3 Graduation Special 2009, and Goku-sen the Movie. If you want a series that is like Great Teacher Onizuka with a lot more heavy Yakuza references, yeah, there's almost a Yakuza war that happens in this series. And the teacher reminds me of my Japanese teacher in high school. She will not hesitate to beat the crap out of you if you cross her the wrong way.
Never take her food. Ever.
Never.
Next up.
Yep.
Yes!
So you and your best friend are attending a university. You are probably one of the best street fighters who's ever lived, at least in your world. You walk into this university going, oh yeah, who wants to fight? You want to fight? You want to fight? You want to fight? You want to fight? I'm number 1. Only to get the crap beat out of you. And a large, humble serving of maybe I'm not that strong soup. Because that's all you're going to be able to eat.
You're strong.
Tenjo Tengi literally means heaven and earth. Serialized from 1998 to 2010, the anime series was shown for 24 episodes during 2004. It's really good. I've watched all of it. I highly recommend it, especially if you're into martial arts and shenanigans, really. Shenanigans.
And yes, that little girl does do the transformations into that woman.
Yes.
Yeah, he does. Well, it kind of doing kind of though, because he's more of a breakdance fighter, he's more capoeira. So apparently Japan isn't too big on that. But he's still an awesome dude.
Yeah.
If you want to see like major beatdowns in a series,
yeah,
bring attention to that.
Also, the anime is greatly toned down from the manga.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The anime relies on innuendo and, of course, you know, your panty shots like 4 or 5 an episode. The manga has a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Next up.
Yes.
Alright, this is another one of yours, Ryuuji.
If you know the song, please sing it.
I caught you. Oh, we saw you.
Props to you, props to you.
She's going to start singing.
On a train journey in the Ayakawa mountain range in Qinghai province of China, Rama saw Tony and his father Genma. Sorry. And his father Genma fall into a curved springs at Jusenkyo. Rama fell into a spring where a young woman drowned and come out as a girl instead of a guy. If you're wondering about identity issues, this covers it. Well, his father fell into a spring drowned panda. Guess what he came out as? A panda. So now whenever they hit with cold water, they change into their other forms, and if they hit with hot water, they change back.
I guess because it's hunger.
But pretty much the series falls around Ranma, and also one of the heirs to the Tendo family, Akane Tendo. Because apparently an arrangement was made where Ranma was to marry one of the daughters of the Tendo family, which everyone has decided to be Akane, who has decided to continue on the martial arts tradition. This series has so many rivals that come in that want to kill everyone, some of which involve Shampoo and Ryoga. Who's familiar with Ryoga?
Who's what? Who's what?
Who wants to buy Ryoga GPS, although he'll still get lost?
He just drop it and break it.
Tom Tom.
Who thinks Ryuuji will make tasty bacon? This series is amazing. If you love martial arts, if you love romantic comedy, it is amazing. And if you're looking at why the art style is so familiar, it's by Rumiko Takahashi. This series has gone on for, I don't know how many seasons off the top of my head.
A
lot.
Seven seasons.
Because if you're wondering why it's gone on that long, she is also the creator behind Inuyasha.
It also ran for 36 volumes.
Did you hear that?
That should answer your question as to why it went on. I know. There's actually a live-action movie too.
Came out in 2011.
And there's also 2 anime movies.
Yeah. Oh, there's 3.
Is it 3?
It's Trouble in Nekon China.
And 47,000 OVAs.
And Super Indescribable The Decisive Battle, Team Rama versus the Legendary Phoenix.
That was actually okay, but it got released, it got a theatrical release, it was only a half hour longer, 40 minutes on.
Yeah.
Alright, in the interest of time, we will, because we can spend so much time talking about this.
That's why I cut that.
I will go ahead and say this next one has my favorite theme song, I think, of all time, or one of my favorites, so don't mind me as I just kind of space out and enjoy this.
What, better than Ranma's?
Yeah, kind of. I chose Soul Taker. Soul Taker is an anime series that focuses on Kyosuke, who was killed by his mother. That's great, isn't it? And naturally, his ability to turn into a monster known as the Soul Taker. So, after his mother pretty much takes care of him, he returns from the dead, finding his twin sister named Runa. And it has the ability to transform into a superhuman mutant known as Soul Taker. As he seeks for his twin sister, he is pursued by the strange mutant doctors and nurses of the hospital, led by his own father. This is a great family, guys.
Can I get adopted?
Named Richard Vincent, as well as the evil Kirihara Corporation, led by Yui Kirihara, who is also tracking down Runa for her own malevolent purposes. It originally ran from April 4th to July 4th in 2001. This is the 13th episode. Now, a lot of people didn't watch or have G4, aka Tech TV, back in the day, and it came during like a weird time slot. So a lot of people missed it. It was part of their Anime Unleashed ad, or Anime Unleashed series.
Yeah, it was Anime Unleashed. They showed a lot of things, even colorful.
I was just going to add that Mother's and Father's Day around that house ought to be interesting.
I thought I saw a question in the far back there. Sir, did you have your hand up?
Okay, so as you can see on the screen, this series is directed by Akihiko Shimbo, and he's directed quite a few anime, including the recent Madoka Magica.
Yeah.
What?
Madoka Magica.
Yeah. Which is a really great series. If you haven't checked it out, please do so.
It's heartwarming. You want to find out what happens to magical girls when you actually give them powers? Madoka Magica.
Good questions? Any other questions?
I mean, it's a good series, but definitely not one to lose your head over. I had to go there.
Yo, mama!
Twitch.
Okay, alright. We got one back there.
Question in the back?
And like the welding specs.
That's Hugo Strange.
Yeah, Hugo Strange. This ought to be good.
Great doctor.
Trust him, he's a doctor.
Cheers, doctor.
As a huge Lupin fan, when I saw the most recent movie, I believe it's the most recent, Red vs. Green, really confused there as to what was going on. Do you think you could elaborate, like explain what happened a little bit?
When it comes to Red versus Green, it's just one of those things of, even I was confused, okay? Even I was confused.
I think it was just to have fun with the two of them. There wasn't really any rhyme or reason really behind it that I could tell.
Makes a lot of sense considering Monkey Punch.
Yeah. Just cuz. Alright, next one.
Yes!
Okay, so there's a few people that know this one. Kitty Grade. It was a 24 episode anime that was produced in 2002. It takes place in the future where humans have inhabited many different planets within the universe, and they have this amazing, fantastic technology. And it focuses on two members of this organization called GOT, the Galactic Organization of Trade and Tariffs, Lumiere and Eclair. And they travel around the universe doing like missions and assignments for GOT on their ship, the Lemuse.
So pretty much it's like Dirty Pair, but with less large explosive failures.
Yeah. Less large explosive, but more futuristic.
They're a more functional team.
Less 80s hair.
Hey, they're plenty functional. It's not
Yeah.
their fault, right?
Yeah, it's totally not their fault that a satellite exploded.
Eclair possesses great physical strength that can only be tapped into when she decides to wear lipstick. And honestly, her lipstick is also dangerous, since if she draws on a surface, she can lift it up and use it as a whip. That's if she doesn't use her Walther P99 to just shoot you. Lumiere can actually hack remotely into computers and other electronics, and due to this, she's actually developed this sort of friendship with the AI unit of the Lemuse.
Never leave your phone around her.
Yeah, no, she can hack right into it. Her gun of choice is a COP 357 Derringer. She's the smaller of the two, and she has a 357.
Sounds about
Figure that one out. Just.
Siri, are you her?
But the beginning of the anime, it actually starts kind of slow. A lot of people really had mixed reviews because usually for reviewers they only watch the first like maybe 4 or 5 episodes, but around episode 8 the story picks up and like hits you at about 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, but I'll say most reviewers, but not us. We go way to the end.
Yeah. Oh, they also actually now have a sequel to this. Yes. If you have Crunchyroll, it is actually on Crunchyroll.
Guess what I'm watching when I get home?
The sequel is on Crunchyroll. I believe it's Kitty Girl and. Yes. Alright, next up is one of Jelly Yellow's.
We didn't do that one.
Oh yes. One of the saddest love stories of all time, in my opinion. So, basically what's going on here in Area 88 is Boy 1 and Boy 2 are friends. Boy 1 and Boy 2 meet Girl. Girl decides she likes Boy 1. Boy 2 gets Boy 1 drunk, tricks him into signing up for a mercenary aerial organization in the Middle East in order to get rid of him and get the girl for himself.
You play it dirty.
Yes. So, yeah, exactly. That's
not friendship.
I guess that really illustrates the all's fair in love and war.
Literally.
This is both.
But
That's the most awesome aerial.
based on this, Area 88 is based on originally on a manga series that ran from 1979 to 1986 with 23 volumes written by Kyoru Shintani. And essentially what's going on is Boy 1 in my story was Shin Kazuma. And he, after being tricked into joining this organization, basically what happened was his contract, when you sign up with them, it's an ironclad contract. You have 3 ways to get out of it. Either you desert, which is punishable by death, serve for 3 years, or earn $1.5 million. And you can buy your way out.
That's there's another way out. Death.
Well,
Death is way out.
well, that's true. I'm telling you, so
Really
you
the
have 4
most
ways out.
straightforward answer. And they charge you for all the ammunition you use and all the damage that you have to do.
Yes, ma'am, they do.
So it's so hard to get up to the
Can you
buyout.
repeat that so the people in the back can hear you?
Yeah, they charge you for all the ammunition you use and all the repairs that they do on your plane and your fuel and everything. So it becomes even more difficult to get to the amount of money that you need to buy your way out.
Yeah, so kind of to put that into perspective, yes, you're in an air squadron, you have your plane, you have your supplies, but then Nabiki Tendo is in charge of all the supplies. Yes, it's that.
That hurts my soul.
Yes. But, and also
you have a soul?
Yes.
Last I checked.
Now, a lot of you may not recognize Area 88. Some of you may know it as the Super Nintendo classic UN Squadron, which is based off of the Area 88 anime, in which 3 of those characters are the choosable characters that you can fly through the various missions with, but the video game never touches on the deeper line story. A couple of interesting things about Area 88, it's kind of, it gives you an illustration of, war is hell. Because Shin Kazama, he has to hold on to his humanity because he has to kill in order to get back to his girlfriend, but it's like, I have to kill, but I'm becoming a killer, and it's almost like a struggle of humanity, and several of the other characters have similar struggles. So it's kind of like a psychological look at how war affects a soldier. And plus, how many aerial anime do you see with actual real planes? When you watch Area 88, you can look at a plane and say, oh, that's a real plane. The Navy actually used this plane. It's not some outrageous spaceship or anything like that. So that's one. Also, the original anime, which is being played right there, is an OAV series for 3 episodes, ran from 1985 to 1986. Now, also, there was a remake of it, which was a 12-episode series done in 2004. New artwork, retelling of the story, and the soundtrack was changed up very drastically. Originally, it had a typical 80s music soundtrack, but in 2004, it comes in when electronic music was extremely popular. So a lot of techno, a lot of electronic, a lot of dance music, some Tiesto even.
So no Kenny Loggins?
No.
As such.
We just went to the danger zone.
Only if Kenny Loggins had a daughter that became a cyber goth kid.
Slana.
Alright, so...
Any questions? Any comments on Area 88? Might know from somewhere. Did anybody know it beforehand? Alright, we have a couple people that knew it beforehand. Yes, that's good. Now, if a room full of people who know about it, you're welcome.
Alright, next up, Nav. This is one of yours.
Before you play it,
Oh, wow.
I have one question for you. Or one request. Go get your friends. Metabot started as a role-playing game in '97 by Natsume. Later adapted to a 52-episode series in '99 and into 2000. I'm not going to mention that horrible sequel.
You just did.
What sequel? Just, oh god, it was so bad. It centers around artificial intelligent robots whose sole purpose is to serve humans, which I don't think that's really fair. I'd rather them fight. For me. The original series follows Iggy, who wants to become a champion in the World Road Battle Tournament. He eventually finds enough money because he is poor,
and his parents won't give him any.
Just nothing, and he just gets picked on a lot.
Shop robot.
He finally gets a robot, and he doesn't have a medal because he doesn't have enough money. He finds this rinky-dinky little medal in the river. What's the worst that could happen, right? Puts the medal in. He gets a jive-talking Metabot named Metabean.
Totally legit.
Who has a major attitude problem.
It's a family-friendly bender.
Yeah. And the only part about it, after I watched it when I was older, the fact that Metabean was black for one reason and one reason alone. He loved watermelon. He loved
That's racist.
Now, the series continues to find out, the history, like the mysterious history about the metals, and it's a big conspiracy theory, and it's just a great show. And there were so many toys that got put out, and I bought them all. Now, probably my favorite one of all the robots was probably Rokusha. Just his story, and when you meet Rokusha, I'm so tired right now. His backstory is 1, sad, 2, epic. It will make you weep.
I need this series.
So
I
hard.
love sad epic robots.
But I'm sure you all have a good time with it. It makes you want your own pet robot. Who doesn't want that?
No, I want it. I want it.
See?
Who wants a pet robot?
Too bad you can't have it.
have Furbies.
We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. So, Jolly, this is another one of yours.
Tank Police. Yes, Tank Police. Wow, that's well for it. Taking place in the fictional city of Newport, crime has actually gotten so serious that police forces no longer use cars, they use tanks for standard patrol vehicles. And basically what is going on is this is just the life and times and adventures of the Tank Police Division, because despite having tanks, they're rather unruly. Simple, she handles it quite well actually. Right there, that is actually the main character, Leona Ozaki. Originally a motorcycle cop, she was transferred to the tank division, and at first she was the weak, quiet, meek little girl that was scared of everything, but then her commanding officer picked on her until she kind of bucked up about it, and now she's probably the most violent person in the unit. In fact, she could probably roll as a third lovely angel. Yes, that's how she rolls. Pull over.
Plus capture.
Pull over.
Yes,
She's gonna get to the count of 10 and she's gonna blow the car away. 10. But when you make such, get over. 1, 2, 3, fire. Actually, she does that in the second series, New Main Tank Police, where she gives someone, I'm giving you to the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 10, and then just fires on them. That is actually the second series, New Dominion Tank Police, that ran from 93 to 94. Before this, there's an older series, it's called Dominion Tank Police, that ran from 1988 to 1989. All of this is actually the work of Masamune Shirow. Yeah, this is actually one of his lesser known works. It's not quite like Ghost in the Shell famous, but still pretty famous. Worth going back to watch if you like some energetic music, cool cop scenes, and cop action.
Neither was rhythm.
And the Cat Girls. Yes, can't forget the Cat Girls.
Everybody loves Cat Girls.
Alright, next up.
Now, let me ask you guys something.
Hat labor deserves to call out right around now, maybe.
We actually did that last year.
It was covered in past songs.
I missed that.
Yes.
My phone has scary timing. Question. How many of you like ghost stories? How many of you like ghost stories that go to a level of creepy? How many of you would react of what the crap when it just happened in front of you?
Go on.
I blame my white friends.
I blame my white friends too.
You're gonna love it.
It's what we do.
No, I won't.
Requiem from the Darkness. This was actually based on a Japanese novel. Based on Natsuhiko Kyogoku's 100 Stories, a series of novels by Natsuhiko Kyogoku, was made into a horror series. It takes place during the Bakumatsu age when the foundations of the Tokugawa government has began to sway, and a young writer and folklorist named Samosuke wishes to write a book of 100 ghost stories. And his encounters with 3 spiritual beings while researching these old myths and legends, he comes across a mysterious trio who call themselves the Angyo. They are detectives who are investigating the legends to reveal the truths and bring those in the wrong to justice. Think Hell Girl.
Oh God.
Each time he meets the Angyo, he must face horrible truths and battle with his own morals. And he's seeing things he shouldn't be seeing. How will he deal with what he learned? That's something I'm asking you. This series ran from October 2003 to December 2003 with 13 episodes, each episode involving different Japanese ghost stories, folklores, mythologies, and give them life in a spectacular way. It's a great series if you want to get a bunch of friends together and go, let's watch something creepy, let's watch something creepy. Yeah.
Or just blindside them with it.
So you're getting cultural enrichment while you're shitting.
Exactly! Yes!
Are those questions in the back?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yes.
They actually showed it on Sci-Fi when they were showing it.
When you asked about ghost stories, I thought you meant the anime with the terrible but awesome dog.
Yes! That's one of the best dogs
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
Wow.
stories.
Oh
yeah, that's a really good series too. Also, if you like supernatural stuff, go check out Bakemonogatari as well.
Yeah. Okay, so like I said at the beginning, the newest one that we're covering is one from 06. This is the one, but I love this anime so much.
Yeah.
Looks really cool.
Okay, Bartender. It was written in 2004 until 2009. The anime series was adapted and broadcast in 2006, and a live-action series was made in 2011. It follows the nightlife of Ryu Sasakura, a bartending prodigy who is said to mix the best cocktails anyone has ever tasted. Sasakura bartends at Eden Hall, a small bar hidden in a nook of the Ginza district of Tokyo. Although you can't exactly find it, you have to be invited by the host. That sounds sketch. Well, no, like, if anyone else goes up to it, they can't see it.
Oh, wow.
LSD.
The interesting thing with Ryu, he remembers every single drink anyone has ever ordered. And remembers their favorite drink, and will make it for them immediately as soon as he sees them come in. He has only failed twice.
That's a really good record. Wow.
Is that his superpower?
I'd go to that bar.
That's better than the record that happens at my bar.
One of the more interesting things as well that he does is he does what's called Glass of the Gods, where if you ask if you tell him just give me something, he'll figure out exactly what drink you are looking for and what drink you need just by looking at you and maybe asking a couple of questions. He knows his stuff. Wow.
This seems really cool. Why can't he be at my bar?
Why can't he be at my bar?
Why can't he be at my fridge?
Yes, it would be nice if we could have him in our houses. I heard that.
Alright, Mav.
Because we don't have money like that.
Mav, this next one is your favorite.
It's probably the bartender from The Shining.
And I also have one more question for you guys. I think this is one of my last ones. You even pose, bro. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Phantom Blood. This one thing, this is one of the most manliest animes you will ever watch. Man Gets Galore. But the story behind, I'm talking. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. The story behind JoJo's adventures is centered around the misadventures of the Joestars, a powerful family with English roots. The series spans several generations, with each part featuring the descendant of the Joestars as the main antagonist, and along with a large case of characters. Now, the manga has 8 parts. Only parts 1 through 6 are chronological. 7 and 8 take place in different universes. The one thing about this series is the fact that they love using band names as characters. You have one of the villains is AC/DC, Joestar's best friend, who is the most ride or die bro in all anime, Ario Speedwagon.
I think I'm even thunderstruck.
Yeah, and now I want you all to picture the most villainous person you've ever seen or read in an anime, manga, comic book, or anything. Got it? Now kick this out the door. You're gonna meet Dio Brando. All the D-bags. Now picture this. This guy walks up to your house. Oh, hi, my name's Joestar. How are you? Your dog runs up. He kicks your dog square in the jaw, sends it 20 feet flying. 1, he kicks your dog. 2, he takes all your friends and makes the entire town hate you, including your father. He steals your girl, kisses her, and then she doesn't want anything to do with you because, you know, she liked you first. And ruins your life, and then kills your father. Yeah. And the weird part, and the cool thing about it, the reason why it's bizarre, is the fact that there's a mask in his house that when it's put on, turns you into a vampire. Theo sticks out on his face, becomes a vampire. And the only way to destroy vampires is using the power of the ripple. which uses your life energy to make you do extraordinary and just weird stuff to the point where you can, here's my arm, stretch it all the way to the back of the wall there and hit somebody. Yeah, zoom punch. And then, and the fact that it does have, it just recently put out a new video game that came out, and it's a fighting game. Love it. Go out and buy it. Everyone has it. Yeah,
we got a question.
With JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, only the first 2 arcs use the ripple. Then after that, it's the stands, you know, muda, 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 and the punching.
Now, they are not ghosts. They are stands. Not ghosts.
I'm still thinking of, I don't remember the name of the character, but carries the sheer heart attack and his girlfriend in a bag, and it's a hand.
Yes. Hira. Yoshikage Hira.
Thank you.
Everyone's favorite serial killer.
Because apparently a hand is your best girlfriend.
Yes!
And she's still cheating on you. Alright, initiating lightning round.
Okay, Robot Carnival released. Released in 1987 is a roughly 90-minute movie. It is 9 different directors, all centered around the theme of humans interacting with robots. Now, generally, that is a good thing.
Sold.
Yeah, exactly. You're sold, right? Robots. Unfortunately, some of the stories are not so nice. For example, Dr. Franken's. Dr. Franken was an aging scientist. He manages to get a robot up and going. He brings it to life, and it copies everything he does. The robot copies all of his motions, jumping around and dancing, and then the doctor mistakenly falls down. The robot copies falling down right on top of him. End of story. Well, that's actually one of the dark ones. Most of them are kind of action-y, and I specifically recommend Deprive. Deprive is actually your basic, bad guys come in, kidnap young girl, her android friend follows after her, and cool 80s rock music and robot fighting ensues. It was a nice example, but to sum this up real quick, Robot Carnival again, mostly interaction between humans and robots, just kind of leaves you with the question of, do you really want all that to happen with robots?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Even if they kill you. Comment right here.
The opening and the end are connected. The opening, you've got this thing where this, you know, decrepit Robot Carnival is running on automatic and smashing anything in its place. And then at the end, you get to see what it was like in its heyday, when it was happy and everything, and you will cry.
Yes, it actually will. If you watch the opening and the ending, you do. It tugs on the feels a little bit. Because basically what happens is you'll see this giant monstrosity coming through. It's an old wreck. It's, like she said, it's busted up, it's rusty, things don't work anymore, and it's fully automated, so it just runs over villages, blows things up, and ruins people's lives. So, you know, nothing wrong with that, of course. Yeah, kind of.
Now, this one I'm going to do really quick. Kimagure Orange Road ran from 1984 to 1987 with an anime film in 85, a 48 episode series in 87 to 88, another film in 88, an 8 episode OVA in 89 to 91, and a third film in 1996. It's your classic teenage romance with a few twists in fantasy, where the main character, Kyosuke Kasuga, is an indecisive esper who has fallen in love with I can talk right now, enigmatic girl, Madoka Ayukawa, but is already claimed by Madoka's energetic and ditzy best friend, Hikaru Hiyama. Hijinks ensue. Hijinks!
I like hijinks.
And it is really good. It has a lot of different stories to it, so it's something definitely that needs to be checked out. Now, for one of my personal favorites.
We get the spaz out, we get the spaz out, we get the spaz out.
Hail Il Palazzo!
Hail El Palazzo!
Oh, God!
For those of you who have not seen this, Excel Saga.
Woo!
It was written by Koshi Rikto from 1996 to 2011, turned into an anime from 99 to 2000, running for 26 episodes. This anime makes fun of everything and anything possible. The main character, Excel, the one in green right there, dies, I believe, 5 times in the first episode.
Yes. 5 times. Well, she dies just being mid-sentence and then out of nowhere.
Yeah, and candy ball over by
While murdering the writer.
Hyatt, the one in the pink reddish, dies pretty much mid-sentence at least 4 times an episode or something.
Bishie showed me the first episode of this, and I haven't watched another one since because my brain hurt.
Yeah. But the story follows Excel, Hyatt. Hyatt actually joins in episode 3. Yeah, she joins at the end of episode 2. Yeah, the Poochus.
Hey, yes, the gentleman that you saw there a couple of seconds ago that looked like a ripoff of Lupin III, yes, that is a ripoff of Lupin III. I believe his name was Bishie. Yes, he is a direct reference to Lupin III.
He pulls assault rifles from his afro.
Now, also to explain, I believe in the first episode, they actually try to kill off the director.
Oh no, that's actually Excel's first assignment from Il Palazzo in Across that they show, because they're trying to take over the city.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not the director in the first episode, that is Rick Koshi.
Yeah,
that's what I was meaning. Yeah, he's the creator.
No, Nabishin
is
the director.
Nabishin's the director.
Okay, I got it.
He has made a major character. Actually, a lot of his series. He puts himself into at least 3 series.
Yeah, that's it. This same creator actually made a spin-off series that had Nabishin in it, where apparently Nabishin had a daughter.
That one hurt my head.
Puni Poemi. Oh my God. Not children.
Okay. If you are under 18, do not watch Puni Poemi. If you are under 18, do not watch the 26th episode.
You're over 18, don't
If you're over 18, watch up to episode 25.
You know you just basically told them to go watch episode 2.
I'm absolving myself of anything.
We accept no legal responsibility for loss of sanity.
I would just like to say that Bishie is not food.
Menchie's totally not.
Menchie is an emergency food supply.
Oh, what is an emergency?
But anyway, we are out of time. Thank you guys for showing up. Real quick before everyone made a mass exodus, if you saw something that you liked, please look for it at a table. I actually had a talk with one of the dealers last night, Otaku Utopia. He has a lot of the older stuff. I went by his table earlier today. He has a lot of stuff that, like, I was just like, whoa, you have that? Awesome. So, thank you guys for coming out. It's been a pleasure. We hope you enjoyed.
Bye.